Hey pioneers, welcome to our newest edition. I'll see you in the workplace.
We're visiting notable alumni in their places of work, talking about their time at Carroll and how they ended up in their careers of today. I'm Zachary Stashewski from Carroll's Alumni Office, and we're here with Dr. Zach Schmidt, owner and dentist at Schmidt Digital Dentistry here in Waukesha. So did you always know that you wanted to be a dentist?
I knew I wanted to be something in healthcare.
Okay.
And I've always just liked science.
What are tips for healthy teeth? What do people know? What do I need to know to keep these pearly whites pearly white?
Mountain Dew, hard candy, and don't brush and floss.
Just every day?
Just every day.
Every day? 24 hours a day?
Of course not. So obviously brushing and flossing. I would recommend regular cleanings, checkups. We put a big emphasis on prevention. I tell patients prevention is always cheaper and easier than fixing problems.
So what are some of the activities or classes that you had at Carroll that have really prepared you for the medical components of your job, but also the business and patient interaction components of your job?
The business part, I actually took a small business course, and actually at the time didn't really like it. I also took a lot of psychology just because I really enjoyed it, just learning different aspects of how people act and behave and how to interact with different types of personalities. When I started, I looked at a couple other practices to possibly buy in. At this point in my career, I always say that dentistry is the easy part. Now that I've learned how to start and run a business, that was a whole, you could have a whole school separate. Oh, there are business schools out there, maybe I should have tried that. Constantly thinking about the business, constantly marketing. When I'm out, I am a representative of this business. A lot of different medical specialties are here, which is great, and I think they said they kind of always wanted a dentist here, just kind of to do head-to-toe treatment for patients in this building, which I think is fantastic. We started here with 0 patients just over 3 years ago, and that's a little unheard of nowadays. Most people are either joining practices or buying practices already with a big patient base.
Yeah.
So in 3 years, we have around 600 patients now. But bottom line, it just became I'm my own boss, and I don't really need to answer to anyone but myself and my wife.
The real boss.
The real boss.
I observed in your office that you are kind of a Star Wars guy. How maybe your love of sci-fi or Star Wars has really translated to the high-tech nature of your practice.
Sure. Ever since I was little, I've been a sci-fi fan, and Star Wars was always there. Computers and things have always been a part of my life. Even in elementary school, eventually I would stay in and play on the computers or program or do whatever during lunch, and the teachers had to kick me out to go play outside.
They're like, Zach, go outside.
Don't you see my skin? I'm pasty as it is. But and then that just kind of kept progressing.
But I imagine your understanding of computers now helps you really work well with your equipment because you understand how it works a little bit more than maybe someone who is just medically trained. You have that well-rounded understanding of the technology.
I always just kind of kept on thinking there's got to be better things out there. There's got to be ways to make things, better, safer, faster, more convenient, more comfortable for the patient. When I finally got set up here with a lot of the digital technology, and I thought it might be a nice way for students that are either curious about dentistry or actually doing that as an emphasis and know they want to become dentists, just kind of see where the level of dentistry has gone as far as digital technology. But if I can help them kind of avoid some of the mistakes that I did and just help make their lives a little easier, that's part of the goal.
Whose teeth are nicer, me or the model?
Yours for sure.
No, stop it. Are you sure?
I'm positive. I'm a dentist. I know.
So you told us that when you had students here, you're giving the Carroll students a tour, that none of them knew what Jimmy's Grottos was or had ever heard of a Panza, which is blasphemous.
Back in the day, I could eat almost 1.5 of them, so.
Well, I think that you're going to need to prove that today because we have a surprise. We went to Jimmy's Grotto and we bought Panzas so that we could... Cheers.
Cheers.
To Zach's. To Zach's everywhere.
Zach's everywhere.
Zach's everywhere. And to dear old Jimmy and his grotto. That's really good. What were we talking about dentist stuff, right?
Well, I think so.
Okay.
That's kind of what the theme is.
So can you tell us a little bit more about that 3D scanner and how you use it?
Well, it just so happens it's right here. So this is called the CEREC and this is the OmniCam. It's basically an intraoral camera where we would go to the prepared tooth, scan around the prepared tooth, and then it comes up as a virtual model in the computer. And then from there we design the crown.
You scan it with this little wand and it is projected into your system so that you can make 3D models. Wow. I'm sorry, that music is amazing. Oh my gosh. It's like the new soundtrack for the upcoming season of Stranger Things.
I love that show. Is it flossing or something? You'd think a dentist could floss, but I can't. I look ridiculous.
How do you explain the type of dentist you are to alleviate people's anxiety when going to the dentist?
I always say if they leave here not understanding what's going on, then I've failed. Trying to let them know that this is, not just the kind of practice where get you in, drill, fill, and mill, and bill, and just get you out of here. We want to make sure that everyone knows that they're important. Oh good, there's a blooper reel.
Yeah. Can I hold the teeth?
Absolutely.
Is there a top to it so I can
Somewhere, I don't know where. Not Ponzas. Ponzas are fine for any application.
Ponzas are fine for any occasion. Oh my god, that was the joke. What's a dentist's favorite kind of dance move? The floss.
But I can't do it right.
It's all about the hips.